coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Time with Raheem Mostert, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now Gordon on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gordon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 deep. Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller gets him for a loss
loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They snap it to Herbert. Looking deep for Adams. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. 20! And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
That's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
On the play. Another 3 and out.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for already being in the red zone. Brady now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Hollywood Marquise Brown.
there to make the grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is his touchdown. 49ers. Raheem Mostert,
51 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Greg Dortch returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And at the 33-yard line.
Now Brady. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you team.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a true secret. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Brady's throw there complete. Touchdown! With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
This is Mostert. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady. He throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Brady. This is caught. And the Rams are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts, and then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Dortch returning and able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we
coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped
for a net gain of nothing, now here's 3rd and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
But they say no thanks. We want the lead. And they are going for it. Herbert now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Rams add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Josh Jones in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year.
Brady drops the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll be well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And out.
They're going to try and throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And it's complete. He's gone near the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Rams 49. 49ers.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Once again, it's Mostert. Space to maneuver at the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Dortch returning. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Calling that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
I played for a man named Ken Donahue is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Niners on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
They hand it off to Mostert, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go on top for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
18-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And a 49er first down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Raheem Mostert. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Brady going to look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Today's final score, Rams 56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 52 yards on the ground. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by Josh.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He was brought down.
There to stop it was Carlton Davis.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now. It's Sanders. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackled by
when you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 45 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Buccaneers nothing.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And Ndamukong Suh, unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Is Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, 93 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st down, Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, 57 yards. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At the 25-yard line, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
An Eagle 1st down.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd down, It's Sanders, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
No game.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
17.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Let's go. Both sevens and Mike. Ozzy. Ozzy. Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. .31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Suckup now for the Tampa Bay field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
35-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the tackle.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Right back to Sanders on 1st down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Brady now on first down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Alert! Here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, I'm coming. Little Mike 52, Mike 52.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Taken down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Brady going to throw. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He would give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shadow. 72.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown.
good. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Bradley Kenyon to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
39-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Philadelphia.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun give to Fournette. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
On the carry.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
6-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Fournette. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
19-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 7-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 61 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 6-yard line.
On the run, it's Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
And 5.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Buccaneers.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.